Well, he's Home and Away's newest star. Australian actor Shane Emmett has followed in his sister's footsteps, scoring a guest role on the hit series. Now, Belinda Emmett was a household name on the soap from the 90s before she tragically succumbed to cancer. It was about 5 years ago.
It's only temporary. I'll probably wake up tomorrow and everything will be fine. Back to normal.
Well, Summer Bay's newest addition, Mark, has been swept off his feet by free-spirited Gypsy, whose daughter is having a hard time accepting the new relationship.
Hello? Hi, is Gypsy here?
It's Mark.
Mark, hi. No, I'm afraid she's not here at the moment, but I tell you what, she's going to love those flowers.
You must be Irene. The flowers are for you. I was so sorry to hear about your operation.
But thank you, love. You shouldn't have. They're lovely. Come on in.
Thank you.
Oh, smooth.
Crawler.
Nice move. A passionate storyteller, singer and presenter. It's no surprise this multi-talented Aussie is gracing our TV screen.
What a sucker! Shane Emmett joins us in the studio now. Hello, mate.
Good morning.
Well, no flowers for us this morning, so you got that wrong.
That's the first time I've actually seen any of that footage. I'm actually quite good, aren't I?
You are actually quite... Mate, what was it like working on Home and Away? It must have been sort of quite an emotional experience for you.
Look, it was. I guess I came onto the set with mixed feelings, understanding it was always going to be a tough gig. You know, I'd be surrounded by people who had worked with Belinda. You know, she spent so much of her working life there in many ways, and I sort of always knew that there'd be always reminders of her all over the place there, and it was. You know, you'd sort of come out of the green room and there'd be TV Week, you know, picture on the wall and photos up down the hallways. I'd sometimes get old cast members come up and just want to share a story, or you know, or even just tell me how much sort of Belinda meant to them, which is
all beautiful stuff.
It was lovely. Look, it really was. In many ways, look, it was a beautiful connection. I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to do it. It was great.
Tell us about your character on the show. Apart from being a crawler who's trying to suck up to
Yeah.
Well, look, I mean, look, Mark's he's a really successful guy. He's you know, sort of an IT expert. He drives a Porsche, which was a nice opening scene for me to have to do. Look, in many ways, he's obviously very successful, but the one thing missing in his life is I guess, love. And so Gypsy sort of represents everything that is in his life. She's, you know, spontaneous, she's fun, and he sort of finds himself really sort of needing her. So I guess he comes to the Bay, you know, wanting to build a relationship with her, only to discover that she has a daughter that doesn't like him very much.
Because kids don't fit in the back seat of a Porsche. Have you tried that?
That was the problem.
Yeah, that is the
It's a two-seater car. He's going to have to change his car.
You're a bit of a coastal kind of dude yourself. Any other similarities with this character that you play?
Look, yes and no. I mean, I guess in many ways we're polar opposites apart. I mean, he drives a Porsche for a start, and you should see the car I put in your car park. But also, you know, I guess he does seem to be a very patient man. You know, there's sort of a patient, gentle quality about him. But there are certainly some decisions along the way that he makes that aren't things that I would certainly do.
Okay, so that's Mark covered off. What about Shane? Tell us more about Shane. Like, if people are looking at you going, gee, I know that face, I've seen him on other things, where would we know you from?
Possibly. Look, I mean, look, I've certainly been working consistently for a long time now. I've been doing you know, guest roles on things like Rush, had my face burned off with acid. You know, Offspring, did All Saints a few years before that. Bit of musical theatre over the years.
Yeah.
And on the side, I also do a bit of filmmaking too. So I've done sort of some short films and travelled around the world doing things like that.
Yeah.
We had a young bloke called Jeremy Sims on the show yesterday, and he was talking that is very much the Australian entertainment culture, isn't it? You've got to do a little bit of everything all of the time.
Yeah, look, it's true. I think you do have to have your hand in a lot of pies. I mean, look, as an actor, it kind of makes sense to be trying writing and working on projects as well, because that way you create your own work in an industry where there isn't always a lot of work. And also, look, I think at the end of it all, we're all really storytellers. You know, we're kind of passionate about telling stories in whatever medium that is. So sometimes that means creating those from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Welcome to the Seven family, albeit for a short time. You'll be on our screens for a while. Yeah?
Yeah, look, certainly over the next few months you'll be seeing it, yeah.
And the only bad news for you today is that the crappy car you put in my car space has been towed.
I knew it!
Thank you, mate. Good to see you.
Pleasure.
You can catch Shane on Home and Away tonight from 7 p.m. right here on Channel 7. Still to come for you, makeup guru Napoleon Purtis demonstrates